Hi, this is Sam Barsh. This video is going to be about using melodic voice leading to get the most out of your chord progressions, especially when it comes to writing. The way that I've been able to sneak jazzy chord progressions and kind of unorthodox chord progressions into pop and hit records has always come from having a melody in mind for the progression. Sometimes I didn't end up keeping it in the final recording, but the melody is what led me to the progression that ended up being on the record. So I'll just give you a quick example. This is a 2-5-1, F minor, B flat 7, E flat major 7, voiced in a few different ways. This is obviously a basic chord progression, but I'm just going to start here to give you the idea. So So if you're a jazz musician, you kind of may think of all of those as the same progression. But to a lot of people that don't know the terminology or the music theory, and in the pop and hip hop R&B world, in which I do a lot of writing, that's often the case. You might play a 2-5-1 and they would be like, can you do a different progression? Can you put a different chord there? But a lot of times it'll actually be the same chord technically, but voiced differently. So that got me really thinking about how voicings really are different chords. They might be the same chord symbol or general chord symbol, but to people's ears, it's a different chord and it's different harmony. There's different notes. And the top note, which I always consider the melody of the progression, to me makes the most difference. That's what most people will hear. That's what most people will attribute the quality of the voicing to, aside from, obviously if it's minor, major, whatever. So using melodies and melodic ideas, I end up coming up with a lot of the music that I do. I've given the example of Kendrick Lamar's Institutionalized, which I wrote with Rocky, who was a great producer, and I was just jamming on the keys, and it's probably the first thing I came up with when we started working. And it's all led by the top line of the melody. Now, it's a very unorthodox progression and form, especially for a major hip-hop artist, but it is led by the melody. So I'll just call it the chords as well. It's B flat minor 9, A flat minor 9, F sharp minor 9, F. On the recording, I may have actually not played a third. It's a sound with a bunch of overtones, so it kind of sounds like minor, or it could sound like an augmented, but really, it's just a 5 chord, basically. And then we go to the A flat minor, the F sharp minor, the F chord, B flat minor again, A flat minor, F sharp minor, F, B flat minor 9, A flat minor 11, just a 3-note voicing. It's G flat, B, and D flat. C half diminished, F minor. Now, that's just a weird progression, especially for anything pop. But you listen to it in context. Now, I'll play that same progression without the top line melody. play it with the same technical chord qualities, but with different notes on top entirely. As you can see, the motion and the magic of it is kind of gone. Now it just sounds like a bunch of random chords, which in a way it is, but it was guided by, the top line note. So now I'm going to improvise a little bit and just kind of show you my process of coming up with stuff. And again, guided by melody. So on and so forth. Oftentimes I'll be in a session and I'll end up doing that, and I'll tell the people I'm writing with, stop me when you like something. Now, if it's a very pop session, a lot of times, even though the melody will guide the chord progression I'm making, they'll ask me to take it out and just play standard chords. But I found the inspiration from the melodic line. So there you go. Thank you for watching.